Tornadoes can be powerful, but as Mike showed us earlier, don't underestimate hail. And there could be more of it in Kansas City's future. One study shows warning signs of the metro becoming a bigger hub for hail. As we go into the warmer season, storms develop because of the heat and humidity in the atmosphere and coming off the ground. The storms can develop closer to Kansas City, where city infrastructure causes warmer temperatures in outlying areas, according to a study that simulated a storm that occurred in Kansas City in 2015.
Kansas City urbanization intensified the storm, and the pulse is toward the city. So that's changed the storm path.
The difference in temperature and moisture between the city and rural areas creates something like a miniature front, with the city being warmer and drier, and then cooler and wetter air in the outlying areas. And then that caused the storm, which initially developed on the northwestern parts of the Kansas City metro, to then bend toward and closer to 435, and therefore impacting more of the heart of the city. And then when they simulated the storm without the city infrastructure, it took a little bit of a different path. And you can see it didn't have that bend to it. It just kept on moving away from the city. And when you look at both of the paths that these storms took, again, both simulated, but they managed to just replicate what it looked like in real life, you can see the no city one takes a much severe angle away. And when they ran this simulation, they noticed that this one was pretty close to what actually occurred in real life. This last part is interesting. Fahn's study found that the aerosols, or air pollutants, can create larger and more frequent hail. Those pollutants give warmth for the storm and more places for the hail to then grow. And the more hail to grow, it can then become larger hailstones as well.
If we don't have the urbanization impact to pull the storm toward the city, then the erosion effect will not be that significant.
That means storms with hail, which causes 60% of storm damage nationwide, may be targeting the city more frequently. And in the future, if the city continues to grow, that effect may become stronger.
The impact of urbanization on the severe storms will certainly increase with the further expansion of the urban area. We are not clear if the impact will be certainly just increase the hail or decrease the hail.
And that decrease may have occurred in the middle of March as hail sizes got smaller as the storm moved across the city, possibly because of the drier air over it. Look at the hail size that was in Shawnee. It was tennis ball size hail. We got to Clay Como and it was closer to ping pong ball size hail. And by the time we got to Liberty, even smaller than the sizes of quarters.
Every storm we encounter in Kansas City is different, and the impact the urban infrastructure has on the storm could be different as well. Meteorologist Wes Peary, KSHB 41 Weather.